Imagine a vast universe where the tiniest particles have an extraordinary secret. There's a phenomenon in the world of science that ties together some of the deepest questions about existence, spirituality, and the nature of reality. This is called quantum entanglement. At its core, quantum entanglement suggests that certain particles can become intrinsically linked, so much so that what happens to one directly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. Imagine two particles, like electrons, moving in sync with each other. They have a characteristic called spin, and it can either be up or down. When these particles become entangled, changing the spin of one instantly changes the spin of the other, even if they're separated by a distance that seems impossible, hundreds or even thousands of miles. The change happens faster than the speed of light, defying the logic of physical space as we know it. This strange connection suggests that the universe holds forms of communication and connection beyond our conventional understanding of space and time. Now, think about this. What if the essence of this connection extends beyond just particles? What if our bodies, made up of billions upon billions of these particles, are also influenced by this mysterious web of connections? Could this be why sometimes you suddenly feel the need to reach out to a loved one, only to discover they were going through a tough moment at that very time? What if, on a deeper level, these quantum threads of connection exist not only between particles, but between our very beings, allowing us to sense and feel beyond what we perceive with our five senses? The implications of this are profound. Quantum physics suggests that, on a fundamental level, everything is interconnected. The same force that binds entangled particles might be at play when we feel a profound connection to someone, even when separated by miles. It's not far-fetched to think that this could be a doorway to understanding how we connect with something greater, something that many refer to as divine or spiritual. Delving deeper into this idea, there's a concept called wave-particle duality. It proposes that particles, like electrons, can behave as both particles and waves, depending on how we observe them. When we aren't looking, they exist in a state of possibility, like a wave, stretched across time and space. When we observe them, they take on a specific form, collapsing into a fixed reality. This duality suggests that our observation, our very consciousness, plays a role in shaping reality. If the mere act of observation can alter the state of a particle, what might that say about our role as conscious beings within the universe? Could our thoughts, emotions, and prayers influence the fabric of reality, much like they influence these particles? For centuries, mystics, spiritual teachers, and religious texts have spoken of the interconnectedness of all life. Many traditions describe a sense of unity with the universe, a feeling that all things are connected through an unseen force. This is often described as a connection to God, the divine, or universal consciousness. Quantum entanglement might be a scientific lens through which we can glimpse this ancient wisdom. It suggests that we are not isolated individuals, but threads woven into a vast, living tapestry, where every thought, emotion, and intention ripples through the whole. Consider the experience of intuition. We've all had those moments when a thought or feeling seems to emerge from nowhere, guiding us, or a sudden hunch that turns out to be true. Could it be that our intuitive insights are moments when we tap into this interconnected network of entangled particles receiving information from across the vast web of life. When we sense something about a loved one, perhaps it is not merely a psychological or emotional phenomenon, but a real physical response to changes in their energy, their presence, their being. Our particles may be in constant communication, resonating across distances. In spirituality, there is often talk of transcendence. Those experiences when we feel beyond ourselves, touching something infinite. Maybe this sense of transcendence is not merely an abstract feeling, but a reflection of our deep connection to the universe on a quantum level. As our particles are entangled with others, could this be a way in which we connect to a greater universal mind? A mind that knows, that feels, that perceives beyond the limitations of our physical bodies? In this way, transcendence could be the sensation of aligning with the larger pattern, the cosmic web that connects all things. If we think about this connection as a spiritual bridge, it suggests that life is more than a collection of atoms and molecules. It's an intricate dance of energy, consciousness, and connection. Our relationships, our emotions, our spiritual experiences, all of these might be influenced by the deeper reality of entanglement, weaving a network that spans across not just space, but time and dimensions beyond our current understanding. It's said in many spiritual teachings that thoughts have power, that prayer, meditation, or focused intention can create change. Some even believe that through these practices, we can influence the energy around us, manifesting new realities or healing ourselves and others. Quantum physics might offer a metaphor for this, suggesting that at the deepest level, everything is energy, and that energy is influenced by how we focus our minds and hearts. Imagine your consciousness as a ripple in a vast ocean, each wave touching another. As you become more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, perhaps you are learning to align your wave with the greater currents of the universe. What if prayer or meditation allows us to tune into the hidden vibrations of the universe, harmonizing with the energy that permeates all things? When we speak of God or the divine, many envision a distant figure, separate from creation. But what if God is not distant, but intimately woven into the very fabric of existence? What if divinity is the underlying unity that quantum entanglement hints at? The space where science and spirituality touch. That whisper of connection, that feeling that there is something greater beyond the physical, might be a reflection of our entanglement with the divine, with the essence that binds the cosmos together. This perspective invites us to see the world through a different lens, one where science and spirituality are not separate, but two languages describing the same underlying reality. As spiritual seekers, we can find empowerment in this, knowing that we are connected to a vast living universe that responds to our thoughts, our feelings, and our intentions, means that our lives hold more meaning than we often realize. It means that love, kindness, and compassion have power. It means that our choices ripple out into the world, affecting others in ways we might not always see. What if the universe is conscious, aware of itself through us, through each being, through each moment of connection? And what if our spiritual journey is about learning to align with that consciousness, to tune into that subtle knowing that flows through every entangled particle, through every breath, through every beat of our hearts, It suggests that we are never truly alone. Even in our quietest, most solitary moments, we are part of a cosmic dance, a symphony of existence that reaches beyond the stars. So, when you look at the world, when you feel those sudden intuitive nudges, when you sense the presence of something beyond what you can see, remember that you are part of this intricate web. The universe is alive with connection, with mystery, with potential. And perhaps, through understanding this, we can live with a deeper sense of purpose, knowing that we are not just observers of the universe, but active participants in its unfolding. We are the universe aware of itself, experiencing itself through the wonder of life, love, and the endless quest for understanding.